So I've got this thing here which I worked on the last videos. But it misses, first of all, energy, but also some interesting sounds. I've got this bass, which I can make a lot more interesting by adding this patcher to it. This is what the patcher does to the sound. What I did, split the low and the high end. So this is the low end, which gets turned into mono. And then this is the high end processing. These three only get applied to the high end. These are the ones that I'm going to talk about. So the basics of this are a formant filter, which is basically simulating how your mouth filters the sound before it comes out of your mouth. And this is a convolver. Turns any sound into a spectral filter and then applies it to the sound that is coming through. It combines the spectral features of the sample with the input. What you see here is just a sine sweep. So what I did was just take a sine wave. The volume envelope goes down quickly and the pitch envelope also goes down. So you get this sound. A little laser thing. Okay, so this is the bass on its own. So this is like the incoming signal, right? It gets affected by the sample, which is in here. I'll just show you what happens. Turn up the wet. It sounds wetter, right? It sounds like there's just some organicness, I guess, in the spectrum. These two buttons are the separation, the wideness of the signal. I tend to turn them all the way to the left, which is all the way separated, so... These buttons are also very useful. Well, some of them. So the delay is just after how much time you will hear the output. Sometimes useful, but not for now. Self-convolution is... I mean, I just turn knobs and then see what sounds cool, right? So, but the stretch is really nice because you can have your sample be twice as fast or twice as long. So the sample will be played at 50% speed. When I slow down the sample, we get this. But then if we turn it up, you can really hear sort of laser effect coming over when you turn it all the way up. The sample will be slowed down. Right, so in the sample region, there's also this knob, which is the volume envelope. So what you can do, well, shape it to whatever you like, but I'm just gonna make a short impulse to just show you what the effect is. So this sample is a sine sweep and it begins at a very high frequency. So if you have your impulse at the beginning, then only high frequencies will be heard. And then towards the middle, it will be middle frequencies. And then here, yeah, lower. So now there's no volume change. But it's very bass heavy right now. Let's just remove some of the bass of this sample. It's a little bit more equal now. This beginning region corresponds to higher frequency. So we can just draw in a shape, few higher frequencies and a few middle ones, I guess. Right, instead of just a static sort of buzz, it becomes really... It's more alive with this Convolver. So yeah, that was it for Convolver for now. Bye.